So I haven't filmed a video in a long time, and I've tried to make a video. I think I tried to make one junior year about how we won nationals, and I just didn't do it. Or I had people film things and I just never finished it. Then I started making another one of just compilations of my senior year of college. Never got about making that either. And then I wanted to make one of a, this is my year post-grad, like this is what I did a year post-grad. Never did that either. And I have now come to realization, I don't like to vlog sometimes. Like I just, like so much work to remember to bring my camera, I forget it everywhere. Like even when I want to go do things, like I went to the city today with my friends and we went to the north side and we went to go see the North Shore. And I was like, oh man, I wish I brought my camera to take some pictures. Just didn't do it. So my new task for videos, because I still want to make videos, I enjoy it and everything, is to have jibber jabber YouTube topics. Basically where I can talk because I like to do that, and I get to talk for a long time to myself, about a plethora of random things. And so I think this video, a couple of topics that I want to go over are IVF, Alabama reproduction laws, and then like this influence, a bunch of stuff like related to reproductive healthcare things. Then about another thing about hobbies, and then pets, dry brushing, and then like scheduling things. And I think I'm going to talk about the other stuff last because I'm not in that mood right now. Like when I wrote it, I want to talk about it, but right now I'm not there. And then simultaneously, I bought a cat treadmill wheel off TikTok shop, and I'm going to be a carpenter or a handyman and do this myself and make it. So basically while I do this, I'll be talking. So let's start with loving hobbies. Here I wrote, I love hobbies. I spend my time doing random shit. I'm going to edit that out, maybe. I'm going to try not to swear. I'm not supposed to do that. I love hobbies. I spend my time doing random things that don't matter. And for example, knitting, learning about horoscopes, reading, writing, nails. And basically, I feel like, I know everybody, like, a bunch of people are talking about it on TikTok, about how there's like the death of the hobbies or whatever, because everything everybody does now has to be monetized. Everything you do for fun has to have a reason behind it. Has to have some monetary gain after it. And I don't have that idea. Like, that's not my mentality. I kind of just like to do things, think of a new task, do it until I get bored of it. And then when I get bored of the other new task that I pick up later on, go back to the old task that I wanted to do. Stop it. So I'm talking scallop. And as of right now, a big task that I like to do is knitting. I haven't gotten bored of it. I actually really enjoy doing it. I knit and crochet. But what is this? 2 secrets. Can you please leave things alone? But basically, yeah, I just enjoy knitting. I knit all the time. I use it as a distracting habit, so I don't have to think about when I knit. So that when I knit, I just knit.
There's a jungle out there.
Like I don't think about what I did knit or what I wanted, or I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it properly. But yeah. What else? What's the A board? Yeah. Right now, I have been working. Well, the things that I've knit is a big blanket in my bedroom. I basically knit a whole bunch of little pieces together and then tied it together, and then that was my finished product. Just because those are my like practice swatches or whatever. Then after that, I decided I wanted to knit my. This is my cat, and that's what I'm making this thing for right now. This is Scallop. He is. How many months are you? July, August, September, October, November, December, January. August, September, October, November, December. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 9 months. He's 9 months. He's part of the things I need to talk about today because he gets on my last nerve. But yeah, so after I made the blanket for myself, I think I made a blanket for my cheer coach, Pam. I asked her, I was like, what are your 2 favorite colors? And she said, teal and purple. And then I made her a blanket of teal and purple and knit it, and then she sent me a picture with her cat on it. A cat that I cat sit before because she has like 5 cats, and they're all adorable. Then after hers, I ended up knitting a hat for somebody. Then I was gonna make another set of like a muff and like an ear thing, but for Talia, then I just bailed on that. It was too complicated. I don't like making things. I like making just big old squares. And then my next one that I've been working on for a while now is Charlie, my roommate's, or my no longer my roommate, but my college roommate, her blanket, which is a big blanket, big task. It was like cast on. What do you mean? cast on 300 stitches, use like 4 or 5 1-pound Canon yarn bundles, and then yeah, did that. Then this is hers. Then didn't tell me what this really new put in. So it's been Charlie's, and then simultaneously I have been working on Ashley. Well, then I crocheted him a little placemat for his food because I put ice cubes in his food because he eats too fast, and then he'll spill it over, and then it's gross, and then it leaves a little wet spot on my floor, and it bothers me. So I crocheted him that over like a bunch of scrap pieces of yarn. And then now I'm crocheting also my other roommate, Ashley's blanket. And no, I lied. That's not who I'm doing next. I'm doing my mom's blanket. My mom's blanket is what's going on right now, and it's going much faster because crocheting is faster. However, I prefer knitting more because I don't have to look with knitting versus I have to look with crocheting. And that's a bunch of my big hobbies. I like to buy the things for them. I like to spend money. And if anybody ever wants to send me yarn because they want something, you can send it to me. It might just take you 3 years to get the thing. And then my other hobbies include horoscope things. I love looking at horoscopes. Like, I don't follow it. I'm like, oh no, that's not my fortune or whatever. I don't care about that. It really has nothing to do with me. I just like to know. I'm like, no, that's what you are. Like, that's what you do. That's your personality trait or whatever, stuff like that. Then I like to read. I read a lot. A lot. If you can find my Goodreads, good for you. I read a lot. I enjoy it. My family makes fun of me. They're like, you don't really read. You just look at the words and you're done. And I'm like, okay, well, yes, I am just looking at the words. However, you don't sit there and analyze the TV shows you watch. You're not sitting there looking at the in-depth reasoning behind the author or the directors or the producers' process of making the story, or why they picked the cast, or why they use a scene, or why they did it. Why would I do that with my books? I'm just reading. It's an entertainment. It's a story in my head. I get to see a movie in my brain. Favorite books are The Red Tent, Babel, and The Priory of the Orange Tree. Those are my top books. And I like talking about books with people to the point where I made a book club with my friends from school, friends from home here in the Chicagoland area, then friends from undergrad from Michigan who moved to Chicago, and we all come together and we read books together, and we drink drinks and talk a little bit about the books, not even really. And they're supposed to do craft things, but they don't really do that, even though I will be sitting there doing my craft things. Yeah, what else do I do for my hobbies? Writing. I want to write a book so bad. It takes so much out of me, and I have so many thoughts that I want to put on paper. I have so many thoughts that I want to write out. But then I'm like, oh, this is not coming out what I wanted to do. So I've been, because sometimes I go in a journal, but I'm like, oh, I don't want to get up because it'll be right when I'm about to go to sleep or right when I'm in bed or something. So I'll record it on my phone and I'll just be like, okay, I'll write this later, which is nice because sometimes I do. And then, but I have like a bunch of book ideas that I really think would be fun that I'm gonna try to write in my lifetime. Then my other one is nails. I love it. I have a love-hate relationship with my nails. I love when they look pretty for about 5 minutes. Then I want to pick every single piece off. So I got the poly gel nail kit thing, and I love it because it is not a lot of work to get a little bit of a nice reward, and then I also get the satisfaction of popping off my nails. And then, all done. Repeat. But that goes into my factor about scheduling things, because sometimes you're like, oh, like with writing, you got to schedule in the time to want to do it, especially if you're busy, because I'm in post-bac from med school right now, so I gotta study. And then sometimes when you're done studying or done doing all your school things, you're just like, oh no, I want to rot. I want to do brain rot. Like I want to sit and knit and watch TV. I don't want to think about this, and I don't even love TV, so I'll just listen to books. Which I'm like, not like, oh, I'm like, I should listen to books. No, TV shows can get me so boring. Everything. I was telling my dad this because he went to go watch Dune 2, and all the like previews for Dune 2 were pissing me off because I was like, why are we getting a King Kong, Godzilla overlap and then a Planet of the Apes repeat? Why are we getting that? Come up with something new. There's enough creative people out in this world. Creative people who want to monetize their creativity and want to go into that business, because yes, I like creative things. However, I have no desire. I don't want people to watch things. I don't want people to judge my things. I have no desire to go into that in a way where like somebody's like, oh, she did really bad. And if you tell me I did a bad job, I will cry. I'm not built for that. I want to be a doctor. That's my career path. That's my goal. The other things are things that I like to do. So nobody comments on my quality. Nobody comments on what they are. It's just what I like to do. But I'm not the one who's like, oh, I want to go make a movie. I want to go write a book. Like, I don't care about that stuff. Other people care about that stuff. And enough other people, but if they don't have the money, the means, and everything, they're not going to go make it. And then it's so boring to go to the movie theater because it's like, okay, we already saw this. You already made this. And you already made this remake. Move on. Come up with something new. And I was very upset about it talking with my dad. Because it feels like we're wasting a lot of creative talents in this world. So yeah, like, sometimes I just like, I want to schedule in having to do the work that I want to do. You just gonna sit here right now? Yeah? Okay. I want to schedule in that work. I'm looking at it. They're not telling me what screws go with this one. We're fixing screws. Like, they're not telling me the letter for the screw. And I don't have enough J's. JD's on my feet. Bro. Wait, I'm not these seats are cool. Alright, I got bored of talking. The next, I guess, thing. Oh, yeah. I guess the next thing is pets. This thing, he can be so annoying. Like, some days I'm like, ugh, I want nothing to do with you. Like, right now, he's about to piss me off. And he pushed my remote down. And I know it's because he wants attention, but sometimes I don't have the time to give him attention all the time. And it's like, stop. You could do anything else. Just sit here with me. Scala, stop. Scala. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Stop. Is it a fixing screw? What is it? I think oh. Hey. I feel like it's amazing. It is amazing. Hot in my throat. I'm shocked that you think you're girl. Because it's infinite. So, I'm just.
Mm-mm.